Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast. Thank you for joining us again today. And if it's your first time, thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you for coming and listening to what we have to say today.
Absolutely. Thank you, loves.
Let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Matt, and I'm here with my co-host.
My name is Rod, and this is the Friends Podcast. We're streaming everywhere. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube. And thank you for all the listeners, the new listeners and the old. We really appreciate you.
Yes, most definitely we do. So keep on listening, keep on liking, commenting, subscribing, all that cool shit. Just so we can take this shit to another level, man. That's definitely where we're trying to go with this shit, man. So I guess we'll start how we always do. What was going on with you this week?
This week was a bit of a short week because it was Memorial Weekend. So, you know how those normally go. It's like they pack everything within the work week within 4 days instead of the regular week. So it was pretty long. I had to just be flexible and work pretty long hours, which is it's no problem for me. But yeah, it was just long. What about you?
Yeah, like you said, man, it was Memorial Weekend, so definitely had a busy weekend last weekend. Other than that, just working,
What
just
was,
trying to
what was
get
the
this.
Memorial Weekend like?
Man, too much to even. It was so much. Like every day, it was just too much shit. Like barbecue shit. Like just going
What
to
they was cooking?
chill
Glizzies?
with different people. You said what?
What they was cooking? Glizzies?
A couple of glizzies, burgers. Some barbecue chicken. Type shit like that. Mac and cheese, all that type of shit.
Which one hit the hardest?
Um, in terms of the
Some cooking be dry.
yeah, that is true. In terms of like the meat, probably like I don't know. I would say probably the chicken. I just like barbecue chicken over everything though. Like that's good, especially with like some good barbecue sauce. Like not no Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's is trash to me, but like some good barbecue sauce, like yeah, that shit was hitting. Sides wise, definitely the mac and cheese. Like because we kind of kept it simple this time, so it was like mac and cheese, green beans,
Yeah, I hate people who put like
baked beans.
eggs or like they try to put like breadcrumbs on their mac and cheese. Y'all doing too much.
Nah. Ain't no black people doing that. Well, not for real. Not for the most part. Like it is some new blacks out here that might be doing some shit like that, but
I've
for the
seen
most
it
part,
and I was disgusted.
yeah, nah, like, we can't do that. It's just barbecue spot up the street from me that do that. Like and the weird thing is they use like these weird spiral noodles. Like it's like a weird spiral. So
Nah,
I'm
you
like,
got to use macaroni noodles for macaroni.
you got to, and you can't put no breadcrumbs on that shit. You can't put no. I mean, bacon bits might be cool.
I hate.
Like
It depends.
I could see a bacon bit.
I hate the fake bacon bits.
Yeah. Nah, we can't. We're not doing the bacos.
Like
Nah,
nah, I don't want bacon in my mac and cheese. I'm one of those people. Like
just kind of
just
straight up.
yeah, maybe throw a little seafood in there, but like I don't mind like a lobster mac. That shit be
Okay.
pretty fun to me. But other than that, I
Yeah.
like it straight up.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. Definitely feel that. Yeah, definitely don't disrespect the sides. If you bring some sides to the fucking cookout, don't disrespect them to put some different shit, trying to put some goddamn jalapenos in the shit. Like, actually, jalapenos and mac and cheese might be cool though.
Nah,
Might
they
give it
don't
a little
gotta do
spice.
jalapeno. I've had like mac and cheese with jalapenos.
You want
What you
fucking with
gotta
it?
do is just if you're gonna make it spicy, just throw some cayenne pepper or something on there.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like
Yeah,
the
just
seasoning. Don't
more
don't do don't
seasoning.
do too much.
Yeah, don't nobody want no crunch with it, cause that's the thing. If you put some jalapenos, it's gonna be a little crunchy.
Yeah, you got kids at the barbecue, at the cookout. Like you want to make sure that their taste buds is palatable to it. They
Yeah,
don't want no shit that's too spicy.
yeah, they'll be alright. They gonna have to learn one day. But yeah, other than that, man, just kicking it, chilling, getting some editing done, and all those kind of cool things. But with that being said, we can get into this first topic. So, I guess, do you want to intro that one?
Yeah. So the first topic was when I seen this story and the video that came with it. It was the Popeyes employee. Man, they always be super aggressive for no reason. It was a teenager girl, and she was like on her phone, fucking around as teenagers do at work. They're not taking it that serious because like this ain't their life job that they're thinking in their mind. I know at least that's how I was when I was younger. It's like any job I had back then, I was like, man, I ain't doing this forever. Like I didn't take that shit the most serious, but she was trying to clock out, and the manager was just like, he wasn't having it. Which in a way is like, if you're older and be like, man, we got work to do. This is a job, blah blah blah. But he took it a bit too far, and he slapped the shit out of that teenage girl.
Yeah, he put his hands on her. That was just too much. And I got to take a look at the articles. Because I don't know if she like tried to clock out like 15 minutes early, or was it like 3 hours early. Like I don't know why he got that mad about it. Like that's what I was trying to figure out, because it's like you said, this is Popeyes.
You know, some people could just have like a personal vendetta against people, like at work. They just don't like you.
But like
they don't like the way you talk. They don't like just like your face. Like, there's multitude of things.
That is true. But like a grown ass man having a vendetta against a 16-year-old girl is crazy.
Yeah, they literally had to pull him back, and like the people. I'm glad the people in the who was there ordering actually stepped in and was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm surprised nobody like beat his ass at that point.
No,
like, don't nobody do that anymore. Like people just be watching like shit just happens. Like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Killed, anything. People just be grabbing their phone and be like, well, like don't nobody really try to help out. Like, in that case, if I was there, I would have been like, I would have hit his ass. Like, yo, what is you doing?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, like that's a man hitting a woman. But then when you add in the fact that she was just 16, he's a grown ass man. Like, that's even crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't let that shit slide.
Nah, like, come on now.
Like, we'd have been scrapping.
See, this is why I go to the drive-thru. I don't go in, because motherfuckers be tweaking in the fucking inside of restaurants. Motherfuckers tweak everywhere. Like, you can get it at the grocery store. You can get it at school. Man. Nigga, I will be in the car. I'm not fucking around.
This was amongst co-workers, though. It ain't got nothing to do about the drive-thru. We already know the drive-thru slow at Popeyes, though.
No, it is for sure. Yeah,
like,
that's why people
if you want a 3-piece, man, you about to be waiting at least 20 minutes. Like that shit fresh or something.
Right, exactly. Like they just ain't refrying it. Like, come on now.
Man, them dry ass honey biscuits. Fuck out of here.
You don't fuck with their biscuits? I feel like they just, I don't know. Like,
I've had better. Like the biscuits I had yesterday, I actually got some fried chicken yesterday.
Wait, where you had it from? Just like a regular restaurant, or?
That's a fried chicken spot, but it's pretty good out here. It's my favorite fried chicken spot to go to. It's called Bob White's.
White See, counter. That's different though. Like when it's fast food versus like when they actually probably cook it in real time for you.
Any fried chicken place is like fast food to me though. It is like just a fried chicken spot.
I mean,
it's just more popular out here.
Possibly. Oh, so it is like that's all they do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just only fried chicken. It's just fried chicken. Then they have like maybe collard greens, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Biscuits. Yeah, it's that's all really they got. They got chicken tenders. At least in the Jersey City spot, but the New York spot, I looked at their menu. They got some fish there, but that might be their OG spot.
But nah, I mean Popeyes biscuits, I like them. I feel like I like the saltiness of them for some reason. Like I feel like KFC's biscuits are like softer and like better to eat, and they less dry. But like the saltiness of Popeyes biscuits just like hit different to me. I don't know.
Definitely need some tea.
Yeah, some sweet tea or something, like some lemonade, like
whatever the biscuits, because like they just don't be. I don't know. The biscuits is cool, but it still be dry.
Put some honey on that shit though. Put the honey on the biscuit, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Either way, I need something to drink.
Well, right. So, you ever been to Bojangles before?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bojangles, that shit, they biscuits go harder than anybody's shit. I ain't been in so long, but like.
Man, Bojangles, like, their fries. They got the steak fries. Oh my God. That's my favorite shit growing up.
I'm telling you.
I would go there and get the fries, the Bojangle fries, as well as like the biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I'm telling you, man.
That breakfast used to slap.
See, down south food different than up north though. Like you in like the New York area, so you can get good food, but like in a flyover state, like down south food is killing any flyover state. Like I don't care if it's Alabama, I don't care if it's Florida, Georgia, like the food just gonna be better regardless. Carolina, like
yeah, the seasoning. I feel like they probably use like an Old Bay seasoning or something on them.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah,
I
Old
don't know
Bay.
what it is, but even they tea be fire. The sweet tea from
Man,
Bojangles.
oh my God. I ain't been in so long. I gotta go. I don't even know where Bojangles is at, the closest one to me, but I might have to make a road trip. Cause that shit, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty far away from you.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I guess all in all, like, yeah, the Popeyes workers, like, what do you feel like? Do you feel like he was just taking his job too seriously, or do you feel like he just really had a vendetta? Like,
I
what
just think
was it?
I think he just had a bad day. Really, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do with her. I think just his day overall was just not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe one of his boyfriends broke up with him, or like, like it
You
was
feel it was
something.
like that? I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Cause I
he
feel
just
like,
seen her, and then like her energy, he was just like, "Nah, I slapped the shit out your ass."
yeah, that drive-through must have been slapping or something. Like something was going on. Cause in order for a grown man to put his hands on a 16-year-old female, like that's
That nigga, like
unimaginable.
after he slapped her, he put his fist up, like, "What's good?" And she was just like, she was in shock.
Yeah, cause
She
like for
knows
what?
she definitely wasn't about to hit him back because she didn't want the rest of the work. She
Nah,
saw the
she didn't.
first slap.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. Like,
Like, yeah, she was like, "Man, somebody help me,
hmm
help."
and like you said, I'm glad they did. I'm glad ain't nobody sit around on their camera because I think you made a great point. Like, people will literally sit there and like watch some shit happen to you and like laugh about it on camera and not help. Like, I'm about to die and you just gonna sit here and record just so you can have a record of it. Like,
Man,
what's
I
wrong with
seen
people?
some really just foul shit. Just people just sitting there watching. I
Yeah.
don't know why this came by on like Facebook page, but this was
hmm
like in Africa somewhere, and it was like this party or whatever. And this woman was talking to this guy, and another woman who was just like in one of those hats, who like pretty much like it's like one of those old styles that cover your face. It's like if you're in the Caribbean or something like that, they got one of those hats, like
Yeah.
a big ass. I don't know the name of it,
hmm
but she came through with like you saw her pull out the little shank,
Oh shit.
got her right in the fucking neck, and like stabbed her a few times, left out, and she was still moving. So she came back to finish the job. Like literally, everybody in the party was just sitting there, just looking and watching her do the whole thing unfold.
So
Like
they
no
must
one
have fucked with
pushed
her.
her back. No one tried to like stop her release from trying to like kill her or like. Everyone just sat there, just like in amazement and in shock.
They ain't fuck with her like that.
It was just like like you can't let somebody just walk up on somebody like that and just start stabbing them without intervening in some capacity.
Like something. Like, hey, 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 hey. Like
Yeah,
something.
it's like 40, 50 people in that party. I'm like, yo, it's like ain't no one really bat an eye. Like people waited till after it was over to be like try to like tap on her. Like,
That's crazy.
just like yo, what is we doing as people in humanity?
Like I said, they didn't fuck with her. I'm telling you, that's what it was. Because if they fuck with her, they would have been like, wait, what? Oh, no, we not doing this. And it would have pulled them apart. But like, nah, they didn't fuck with her. So they just
Yeah.
watched and let that shit happen.
Or they
And
didn't know her. Like she went to some random ass party, but
yeah,
you could tell
that's
she was having a
possible.
good ass time before.
Damn. Damn, 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 damn. Yeah, type of shit like that happen all the time. Like you said, I done seen so many different videos of just people watching people do some dangerous shit, like,
Yeah,
and not helping. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with people. I think it's just because people, I mean, we talk about this a lot, but people just want to have some shit to post and some shit that's like, oh, I seen this happen. Like, oh, so I'm cooler than you because I have a video of this. You know what I mean? So I think
yeah.
that's primarily what it is.
Even in New
And
York, I've seen videos recently. There's a lot of crime that's happened. Like the summer's hot.
so, yeah,
Like
it's
y'all
hot
gotta
out here.
watch out. Make sure you stay safe. Watch your surroundings. That's why I always make sure. Whenever I walk into like a train or anything like that, I'm looking around at the people around me.
No cap.
Just like make sure they don't look funny to me. Like
Right.
because yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people where I read a book by its cover. Like if you look like you might be off something or anything like that, I'm gonna go to the other side.
hmm
Like
Yep.
that's the way that you just keep safe, like in general. But I've
Do,
seen somebody like come off recently. It was a dude who was on this. It was a story. It was probably like a Grubhub or a DoorDash. Somebody he came like on an e-bike. He rolled up to this dude, jumped off his e-bike. It just started like he had a knife too, and just started like swinging at the black dude. The black dude didn't die, but like he started swinging at the dude and stabbing the dude like while he was trying to run away. It was just like, man, this in broad daylight though, and people around was just like looking again. It's just like, man, what is? If people, that's why I feel like people are just too desensitized these days. When they see some crime, they just watch.
And we kind of talked about this before, maybe off mic, but like we talked about, or I told you, like I feel like New York is one of them places where it's like people just don't be giving a fuck. Like they be trying to go about their day. I just feel like that's a New York thing, just to sit and watch some shit. Like, cause it was I can't remember the story, but it was something where a woman was screaming and like doing all that shit, and nobody called the cops. Like nobody did anything, and like she died, and it's just like people was in New York just not giving a fuck, living their own life. So it's like I don't know if it's just people don't care no more. I don't think it's just people that don't have no humanity no more. Like I don't know what it is, but shit, it's gonna be the death of us, literally.
Yeah, I mean, people just looking out for themselves, just selfish.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the long and the short of it. Like that's people just don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. Which I feel you. Like you gotta have some type of selfish traits. But at the end of the day, like we all responsible for each other, like in a certain way. So it's like, and especially on the Popeyes shit. Thank God. Where's that Popeyes? It was in like Georgia or something like that.
I don't know. It had to be fucking Atlanta somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause like, yeah, shout out to them for stepping in, cause that's exactly what they needed to do. We can't let shit like that happen.
Even like taking it back to the recent massacre in Texas of those children in the school. How the police, it took them.
Oh my God!
They said it took them like an hour and a half, or they waited, and pretty much until the shooter was doing what he was doing to intervene. The parents, like they were literally tasing the parents and stop the parents from going in there to try to stop the shooter.
It's like, what? And they went in and got their own kids. That's what fucked me up. I'm like, y'all gonna go get your own kids and then come back out and not do shit?
Yeah, it's like wow. I would have rushed in that school. Like, I don't care. Like, I would have rushed in and grabbed my kid.
If you was like a parent?
Yeah, if I was a parent, like, they can't stop all. I would have rushed straight through. I would have tried to truck the first, like, little nigga cop that I saw and just kept moving. And, like, we would have just created, like, like, yo, we going in there. Like,
it's fucked up, though, man. Like, that's why people don't fuck with 12. Like, people be wondering why black people always been like, man, we don't fuck with 12 like that. It's because of shit like this. Like,
I would have definitely got, like, a group and be like, yo, this is what we about to do.
Yeah.
Like we just go in a straight line. Like, if you go in a straight line, we can get past them. Like,
and
niggas with guns, we about to go in there.
Yeah, like, y'all gonna shoot us? Like, shit, they might shoot you. Like you said, they was tasing them, they was detaining them, putting in cuffs and shit like that. That'll make it even worse.
They want to do that. We might actually force them to go in the school.
Sure, low key. But what I was thinking is, like, I'm sure it was more parents than police there. It was a small city, small town, so I'm sure it was way more parents that outnumbered them, so they could have formed some type of something.
I don't care. Like, my kids in that school and the shooters, like, active.
Yeah, like, what?
I'm not sitting there waiting an hour to see what the shooter's going to do. You already hear the gunshots. Like, you hear the killings.
Like, I'm just going to have to die trying to save them.
It's literally kids in there crying, and it's just like, the police was so heartless. This is what I mean by desensitized. Like, people just be like, they don't feel the need to help anyone else. It's like, and that's your job as a cop.
That's what you do. That's what you signed up for.
Exactly.
Like,
if the shooter's in there, like, there was some teenage kid, and you guys still were too scared to walk up in that bitch.
Niggas pussy.
Like, what you be like practicing shooting and doing all that, like going to the gym for?
Pretty much.
Like, what is that for? Like, like you want to come out here and grab tickets and get niggas on the corner and just be like, when there's an active shooter, that's when you should shine.
Mm-hmm.
It's your time. That's your time to be a hero. That's when people want to, like, have belief in the cops, but it's hard to have belief in the cops or love for the police system that don't seem to care when it's your kids in there, but they was wanting to get their kids out of there.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a white school, them cops would have ran in that bitch quick as fuck.
No, they did. They went and got their kids and they came back out.
It seemed like it was a majority, like, Spanish community and Hispanic community. Like, they took their time.
It's fucked up, man. You know what the thing is though? What I've been thinking is like I'm trying not to be like fuck all cops just because these one cops in this one situation fucked up. I'm trying not to do that, but because like this is the decisions that those cops made. Like some different cops might have made a different decision and went straight in that motherfucker, but like they probably never had no situation like this, so they didn't really know. I mean, they still should have took some action, but like they probably didn't have no real life experience to even know what to do for real. You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to be like, man, fuck all them niggas, but like day after day, that's kind of how I'm feeling. Like it's really like fuck 12.
Man,
To be
I
honest,
really can't say that because my brother's a cop, and I love my brother.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm never gonna be like just straight up, just be like, oh yeah, fuck 12. It's
Right.
like I got family who's a cop.
That makes sense.
But other than that, white cops, fuck y'all. I don't fuck with
Yeah.
y'all at all.
Yeah, they don't.
Suck
They don't
my
have
dick.
They don't
Like
have
I
our
had so many
best
bad
interest.
experiences with y'all. It's always y'all. Like
I mean,
I hate black judges as well. Black judges be the
black
most
judges or white?
coon ass people you can ever see. Black judges be like, like y'all be doing all that to try to be like help your community, but y'all don't be helping the community. Like you and Carmela, like y'all all the fucking same. Y'all just trying to boost up your own career and only care about what you got in your pocket. That's what you call it, Uncle Tom.
That's it. That's it.
Shout out to Judge Mathis. I don't think he was a real judge for real, but
Nah, he was a real nigga though. He might
yeah,
not
he
have been a real
was.
judge, but he's a real nigga for sure to this day. But yeah, I think all in all, like people, if you're listening out there, man, shake somebody's hand, man. Like let's get back to humanity, to the point where it's like we supporting each other when we doing right. When we see wrong, we call it out. Like
Kiss a
all that
white
type of
baby.
shit. You said what?
I said kiss a white baby.
I don't
You
see the
just
point of
walking
that.
by,
I don't see the
like you
point of
see a
that.
beautiful white baby. You're like, man, this baby cute as hell. Go ahead and
No,
do it.
we're not doing that. But we're not doing that.
They just
But
want to kiss the black kid. Like kiss a
yeah.
white baby, Joe Biden. Like what? Like fuck
Oh,
out
you
of
talking
here.
about Joe? Yeah, Joe. He trying to pander. It's okay though. I understand.
Exactly. Like why don't you kiss a white kid? Like why did it be the black baby? Like I would
I
have never
understand.
let Joe Biden kiss my baby. Like
Why
fuck
not?
out of here.
What you mean?
Like no. Like I'm not. Like we're not about to do this. Like why would this old nigga lips on my child's face? like there's no way. But let's move on to the next topic. Disneyland employee ruins proposal. Man, who pissed in his Cheerios?
Yeah, that man. I seen that video a couple days ago. Like, to me, I really, to be honest, I ain't
Let's give
feeling
a
no
little
type
bit
of
of
way.
context though.
Oh yeah. You're right. Go ahead, introduce it.
No, go ahead.
So I mean, basically, what happened was, so I guess somebody was at Disneyland doing a proposal, which to me is corny. Like, I think that's whack anyway. Like to propose at
He definitely
Disney
thought that.
anything. That's what you think. That's what the dude thought.
Possibly. I mean, obviously.
I don't know. So so let's get background. So this happened at Disneyland. So,
Paris.
somebody got, a guy got down on his knee with the ring box and proposed to his girl. You can see it all on video. So he got on his knee, opened the ring box and everything. Then dude ran up, like some employee ran up and was like snatched the ring box out that nigga hand and it fucking and ran down the stairs because okay, they was up on a platform. That's where he proposed at. But then the dude took the ring box, ran down the stairs, and he was like, "No, do it down here. It'll look better down here." Like he ran and took this nigga ring box like as soon as she was about to say yes, and then ran away with it and was like, "No, do it here, do it here." And so that's what the controversy is about, and that's why people are just mad, and there's been a lot of backlash.
Rightfully so.
I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be a special moment. In theory, you're only supposed to propose one time to one person. Like people don't expect divorce and all that shit, so it's supposed to be like a once in a lifetime moment, especially at Disneyland. Like, yeah, I get it. But like I said, that shit is whack. Like if I was proposing, like I would never. Like that shit just it's easy. That's just too easy. Like, of course people gonna propose at Disneyland. Like I feel like he ain't put no thought into it. He was just like, all right, well, She been bothering me about marrying her, so let me go ahead and just put this ring box up. Like, um, but I guess that still
I mean,
doesn't.
I really don't mind the location. Like, I get it, the optic of it, but like, who are you to say
You're right.
that that's not the spot for her?
Yeah, because that
Maybe
could be
she
her
really
favorite shit.
loved, like, yeah, she really wanted to go to Disneyland, and she been
Hmm.
waiting a while, never been her in her childhood,
Yeah.
and in her adulthood, he took her and was like, "Oh, that's the place."
Hmm.
Um, yeah, not everybody has all the finances and the money to make something like super extravagant. Like some people even do shit in the park. Like it
Yeah.
couldn't
Nah.
be me. I couldn't do shit in the park, but like I
Nah.
get
Nah. Nah.
why some
Nah.
people do like in the park. But like, what's a good place to go and like propose in?
See, and that's what I was sitting here thinking. Like, to me, it don't got to be nothing extravagant, but it's just like, okay, if it's me and I have somebody that I want to propose to, like, I would know her. I would know like things about her. So it's like I would try to formulate it like that. Like, oh, I know this is a special place for her. So it's like, okay, we gonna go.
You don't want to go somewhere place though that she's been to plenty of times though, or would you?
You think so? I don't
I don't
know.
know. Maybe that's. I mean, that's you.
I'm about to say it could be either that or it could either just be like somewhere that she been wanting to go, like you said, Disneyland. Like she probably wanted to go there. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like that's just a time to be creative. Like I said, it only happens one time, so it could literally be anywhere. Like it's just knowing about your girl and knowing about your spouse and like knowing, okay, they wouldn't want to get proposed to in a Waffle House. They're not trying to get proposed to at the football game. You know what I mean? Like the fucking shit in the plane, like when the plane fly by and it's like, will you marry me? Like she
That's
not gonna
literally
fuck with
what I was
that.
about to say. I was like, that's probably what I would do.
That shit
Like the
whack.
plane and
I
be
ain't gonna
like,
lie, that shit whack. Like that shit is like it's cool. Like you probably spent some money on it, but like you got to know if your girl will even receive that. Like she might be like, oh, like
"What do you mean?
it's
Would she
cool.
receive it? She see it like in the sky."
But I'm like
I'm
saying,
like,
like, when
"Look
she
up, babe."
actually look up, nah, like I mean, she gonna receive it, but like, is she really gonna actually fuck with that? Because I think I mean, let's be honest, man. Like, all the marriage, like, all the different, like, marriage rituals, like proposing and like bachelorette parties and like the wedding, all that shit is like the women enjoy that shit more than men. You know what I'm saying? 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10. So it's like
I
this is
hate
something
that. I
that you
hate
want
that
to.
perspective. Like, men don't enjoy getting married or like
No,
having
no, no, no,
love.
no, 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 no,
Like,
no.
we
It's
always
not
gotta be
that.
the hard ass. Like, yeah, I want to get married.
No, no,
Like,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like the ritual of like, okay, we gotta have this wedding. The wedding has to be this way, and like we have to have this party. Like you gotta have a bridal party, like all the shit that goes around it, like all the planning and shit. I feel like most men don't give a fuck about the planning and all that shit. We want to get married, but it's like when you like
okay, I mean, I don't know about that. Like,
you
I,
so
I
so is that something that you always like
I'm not
look
something I
forward
always think
to?
about, but like, there's a few things if I was like to get married, what I'd be looking forward to. Like, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't look forward to anything in my marriage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the one thing I probably would look forward to is, of course, the after party.
Uh
Like when
huh.
everybody's dancing and turning up, open bar. Another thing I look forward to is the vacation afterwards. I mean, of course,
Yes.
the like going up to the stand and be like, yeah, I do, blah
Of
blah
course.
blah,
Yeah.
like that part. But I mean, those probably like the three things that like I would pretty much really care about. Like I wouldn't want to get like married in no fucking dump though either, or some like type of
No.
local church.
No. It definitely
Like
got to make sense for sure.
it has to be a nice place.
Hmm.
I'm not just like I'm not doing no backyard shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we don't like want to get married or we just don't like that shit. I'm just saying like there's certain things about the process that I've heard that is just like we don't give a fuck about. Like I can't speak on it because I've never been in a position where it was like, oh, I propose, and I'm about to get married, and
I do
but it's
think it
just
costs too much though.
it do for sure.
Like
Like that's a lot.
like the idea of marriage and all that kind of stuff is just like I don't really know why it costs too much a lot for a lot of people. Cause like I will only care about certain things. Like, okay, like the
The food, the
location,
drinks.
food and drinks, of course, and then my vacation afterwards. Like those are the
Vacation, yeah.
only three things that really, like, in
Mm-hmm.
my type of purchases. How do you feel? Like I also read this article where
Mm-hmm.
it was someone getting married and they actually charged the people coming to their wedding a fee.
Man.
Like to show up for their plate, they'd be like, "Oh, if you want open bar, blah blah blah, you got paid like $75."
You know what? I'm not mad at that. Like if it's somebody that I love and like I really like, that's mine. Like if it was you and you was like, okay, yeah, we about to charge 75 a plate. Like I'm still coming. Like that's not happening. I'm not gonna miss that. You know what I mean? But like if it's somebody I don't really fuck with, I'm not paying that.
I don't think it's necessarily like a bad thing either. It's just like,
It's not.
cause like really you're gonna give a gift anyways.
Yeah. So it's like,
But I don't know. I guess a person would expect a gift in the
nah,
75. Like,
that 75 gonna be the gift
but
to
it
me.
depends like how many people you invite. If you got like a whole family, I get it.
Mhm.
Like I probably would be like, oh, the kids free, but all
Oh,
the
yeah,
adults
yeah.
like
Kids under 12, and you got to prove you 12.
yeah, like probably have wristbands or something. But I don't know. I mean, most like if kids and their parents is okay with them drinking, I don't keep this out. Like they can drink. I don't give a fuck.
Would you pay the 75 if like if your homie or your homegirl was like, yo,
Yeah.
like you would do that?
Hell yeah, I'll pay the
Okay.
75. Like if I got open bar, like the food, all that, like
Mm-hmm.
that's like a good price to me. Like to be
No cap.
honest, I'm not like go to a wedding and turn up and drink all I want and eat all I want for 75.
Mm-hmm. Shit, that
Well,
ain't that ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean that's not too bad. Because
I
you know
just
it's gonna be way more than what you spent.
Yeah, for sure. I just spent $40 on one meal yesterday, so it was like that's nothing for real. Like for a meal and some drinks and some, you know what I'm saying, and multiple drinks and I mean maybe one plate,
Yeah,
but
and
like
you
the
in a
plate gonna be good.
nice venue.
Yeah, I'm a nice venue. I'm suited up, booted up. That's another important thing though that goes into it. I feel like because you was talking
Oh
about
yeah.
like what money goes towards like for a wedding. Like I feel like me and my wife gotta look good. Like the dress gotta be fire. Like the ring gotta be fire. Like it's a lot of money that does go into it. Like it's a lot of shit. But honestly, to be honest, like I wouldn't be mad to get married at a courthouse. I really wouldn't.
Nah,
Like shit.
I can't do that.
That's me because I view marriage differently than other people because I feel like it's just really like you combining your bank accounts. Like it's a business agreement for real. Like to me, like that's what marriage is. Like you can have a great relationship without a marriage. To me, and you can have a terrible relationship in a marriage. But it's just like you got to agree on this is what this is. This is what we doing this for. And then I feel like the marriage can be great, but you can have that without the marriage.
I guess like I don't know. I think of like like that's marriage. Marriage is like a long term thing, but the festivities part, I feel like that's like a separate thing.
It is, yeah.
Like in a sense, it's just like the expectation. Like, oh, it gotta be this. Like if someone had like one of those type of location type marriages, like I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't show up to that.
Like a destination wedding.
Yeah, like
I mean, it
like
could
you
be
gotta
cool.
go around, like really realistically, you gotta go around where your family is. Like,
Yeah, unless you're paying for motherfuckers to get out there.
yeah, exactly. It's just like it's kind of selfish.
Like going to Hawaii, like them Hawaii
Yeah.
tickets not cheap.
And be like, why would you even want to pay for other niggas like on your wedding? Because it's like you there celebrating with your
Yeah.
like honeymoon kind of thing. It'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
that's for y'all. Like, I don't want a bunch of my family members there while my honeymoon with me. Like,
Yeah, nah.
like,
it's gonna be
it's not-
it's gonna be some boots knocking for sure. Like what?
yeah, just like I don't want them there. Like in my like while I'm, like in my honeymoons. Like I don't want my niggas in my like
Yeah,
in
It's
my
all about her
people
at that
around.
point,
Like yeah, it'd be like, what are y'all still doing here? Like I like
yeah.
like the shit over. Like
You ain't gotta go, but you gotta get that
like
fuck
yeah,
out of
exactly. Go home. Like this.
I mean,
that's why I like had to wear at the crib. But yeah, all right, we about to go. Like,
that
it's
could be
time.
fire though. I feel like a beach wedding could be fire though, like on a Hawaii beach or like like a beautiful like
Nah,
setting.
we ain't going
like,
to a destination beach. We'll go right wherever the beach is in the area.
Man, that beach probably got. No, I'm saying like the clear waters though. Like the clear waters just do something though. Like it's just a different feel
Man,
when you could just
you
see
gotta
the
get a
water.
good Photoshop person.
So Photoshop, how you Photoshop the water? That's
I
crazy.
don't know. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They gotta believe. Like, man, this shit is fire.
But I guess to wrap this topic up, so yeah, he fucked up for this. I kind of see where he coming from, cause
Who
I
do you
really
see where he
don't
comes
though.
from? The employee?
I don't.
Or the
I
person?
don't. No, the dude that stole the ring. Like I don't see
To be
where he
honest,
came
it's
from.
like immediately once you grab like my property.
I'm putting my hands on you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, especially a ring that's like very expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be a random person and just grab a ring. Like, immediately I'm gonna think you a thief. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna, like, in my mind, it's not that you work there. It's just that you're stealing my property and my item. So I'm gonna look at it like that. Like, I wouldn't have been calm. Like it would have been immediately like, it would have been on site, and like I would have had to strike you like immediately.
And for people that's watching, I'm sure y'all seen the video. Like the place where he had it, like where the dude proposed and he got down on one knee, like it was good, like it was fine. It looked way better than where the dude was like, oh no, come down here, it'll look better.
Like this
no,
shit
it
would
won't.
have only been like 5 minutes. Like,
Less than that, shit. She was about to say yes.
Yeah,
she might have already said yes for real.
It's just like, why do you feel the need to like walk up there and like, I'm surprised dude kept it so chill, because maybe he didn't want to get kicked out, but I, at that point I wouldn't give a fuck if I got kicked out. I'd have been like, bro, it's your time to die.
Like we gotta, like shit, they're gonna have to drag me out of this bitch, because that's just disrespect. Like, why would you? What's the point?
Literally, all the people in the audience and everybody was onlookers were literally booing the employee.
You know what's interesting?
Like, they would have cheered me beating his ass.
For real. Like,
it would have been like the Javante fight that just happened. Like,
yeah. But you know what's interesting about this though? Like the first two stories that we talked about, the Popeyes nigga and then the DisneyLand nigga, like it's two people that's caring about their jobs way too much. Like for you to be like, nah, you can't be up here, so you gotta go propose down here. And then for you to be like, nah, you can't clock out early for a Popeyes corporation that's gonna get their money anyway. Like, why do people care about their job so much? Like, I care about my job. I like my job.
Man,
but like,
you
not
see
enough.
The Friends podcast with the transitions? Man.
See? You see what's
you
going on?
You can't get that anywhere.
You really can't though. You really can't. So you definitely tune in. Keep tuning in, man. Keep, you know what I'm saying, listening, man. We got many more episodes to keep coming out. But yeah, like I said, like why do people care about their jobs this much? Where it's like they willing to put their life on the line for a corporation. Like I'm not doing that. Like I'm just
not for no Popeyes or no Disney Channel for like $15 to $20 an hour. I'm not doing all that.
Like what? Like that's what I don't understand. Like, yeah, dude was the manager at Popeyes. Like he was probably making him like probably a good 50, 60K. Like that's cool. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, 45K, like something. But like, let her clock out, bro. Just let her clock out. Let him propose where he want to propose.
If he put his hand on a teenage girl in front of me, I would have been Javante Davis versus Rolando Romero.
Man,
he would have been seeing lights.
Yeah, it should have been about 10 people in that motherfucker doing that. But I don't see.
Did you see that fight?
I heard. No, I saw like the knockout, like very briefly, and
I was watching it.
Yeah, he was on the ropes on that one, boy. I'm like, man, that boy Javante. Yeah, he got him out of here. So
I can't wait to that next fight.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. See, I'm not no like big fight nigga. Like if it's like a big, like I know Javante Davis is pretty big, but like it got to be like a Floyd type nigga for me to watch.
Yeah, it's like the next Floyd.
No, yeah, I'm saying like he big, but like I'm not tuned in.
Undefeated.
Oh, for real? Okay. Yeah, I'm not tuned into fighting like that. I need to be though, but yeah, I'm not tuned in with that shit. I need to get into that shit, the MMA shit.
Nigga got like 28 wins or 27 wins, and like I think like 25 of them are like knockouts.
Damn.
Like he be going there bullying people. Like it'd be bad.
Deadly.
I can't wait till he face like Ryan Garcia if he even gets to that point. Like man,
Hmm.
I'm trying to put some money on that one.
See, I don't even know who Ryan Garcia is, but
Man,
I
whoever.
will tune in.
Man, I got $1,000 for anybody who wants to bet on Ryan Garcia when that Javante fight happens.
Okay. So you might come up that day.
Man, actually, I got 5,000. If
5 rack.
anybody wants to fucking bet Javante Davis versus Ryan Garcia, I got Tank.
Okay. Okay. You heard it here first. You definitely heard it here first. So put your bets in, man. When this shit happen, let's get some money.
Hit the DM immediately.
For sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to this next topic. So I guess you want to talk about Jack Harlow for some reason. I don't know what Jack Harlow did again. Can you kind of like take us through like what was your thought process on that?
This is one of those stories that I just saw on the route, which is a typically a black focus or center media center. I guess I would describe them as. They give news, and this was one of those interesting topics where Jack Harlow was nominated for a BET Awards nomination for Best Male Hip Hop Artist.
Mm-hmm.
So the question that they had, and this is from Candace McDuffie, Jack Harlow and the infuriating success of white mediocrity in hip hop. So I thought that was an interesting like topic of why, because at the end of the day, it was revealed that like Lil Nas X for that one song that they had created,
Yeah, Industry Baby, huge song.
Yeah, it was a song that Jack Harlow was featured on. It wasn't even his song. It was Lil Nas X's song.
Yeah,
But he just got a lot of success from it, from being a feature,
he did for sure.
for a song that wasn't his.
And then he got nominated for the awards on the BET. Ain't that supposed to be our shit?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I guess that's like the question that Candace had. It's like
See,
why are white artists just like
I-
highlighted so much, and like to be honest, the talent level is just a lot of time I don't care to hear it.
Nah, so let's just talk specifically because I don't want to say like, oh, you know what I'm saying, white people don't got talent in hip hop. Like, I don't want to do that. But I will say, like, if I had to choose between nominating Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow for what they did in 2021, I'm nominating Lil Nas X because Industry Baby is his song. I feel like he had a couple more hits last year too. But like usually award shows are for songs for the year previous. I can't remember any Jack Harlow hits from last year.
To be honest, I don't think Jack Harlow's just a big enough artist.
No, he
Like I
big.
feel like I don't know to
I think
who.
he is.
I just don't. I'm really not tuned into his album. I haven't heard it. I mean, only time I hear him is on features like the Lil Nas X. I guess I heard that song on the radio. The SUVs with
Hmm.
Shiesty. I hear him with ESTG. So I have him on features, but it's just like, other than that, I don't care what this kid is putting out.
I don't.
Like I don't care that
don't.
he's posted up with Drake and doing songs with Drake.
I don't care.
Like Drake just dropped Certified Lover Boy. We all know that was ass. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like what is his music doing for me? It's just like he doesn't have no big hit like that. Like
No,
by
he got
himself.
a hit right now though. He do. He got that First Class. That First Class is a hit right now.
That's
I think he might have another one.
I mean I saw like him on the 85 South show.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I thought
Yeah.
it was funny that the episode was only 45 minutes. And like it was obvious that Carlos he had the sheet.
He had what?
He had a sheet and had somebody research the shit for him.
he ain't
Because
know
like
nothing about
he
that.
didn't know anything. Like it was very obvious. And I feel like Jack Harlow felt he's like, oh, you just gonna read it off the sheet. Like it's just
Yes.
like he didn't know anything of like any research or anything about the dude. And
I mean,
it's just like
he is relatively new.
exactly that's my point. It's just like there's no records that really stick out in the black community.
Not for real. Like that First Class shit, that's probably a hit on TikTok because of the sample.
I heard
like
it was
the
a
samples.
Fergie sample or something
Yeah,
from the 85 South show. I haven't even heard the song. Like so I really don't know what First Class is.
Yeah, I listened to it. And then one of the interesting things is Brandy actually made a remix to it and ate that nigga up. To me,
I actually did hear the.
yeah. If
I
you
didn't hear
hear
the
her
actual
shit,
record, but I heard Brandy like rapping.
yeah,
And to be honest, Brandy, stop rapping.
she should
Like,
stop rapping. But
go
she did
keep
better
your
than him.
singing.
She did better than him though, for sure. Like if you listen to the original and listen to her shit, like she
I
washed
don't
them up.
even believe it.
Listen, I
I
promise you,
heard
if
the
you listen
Brandy
to it.
shit, and I'm just like, that shit wouldn't be on the billboards and shit like that.
Hell no, no.
But
But
his
what was
was.
bad about it? What was bad about it?
I mean, just sonically, I didn't care.
So like, was it like literally just how she
It's
sounded
not
on it?
what she said. That's not what I'm mad at. It's just the way the record just sounds in general. It just, I mean, it sounds like a little freestyle or something like that she was doing
Mm-hmm.
to go at bro or whatever. But it wasn't a record that like I would play repeatedly. Like it, once I heard it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you
I
listen to
wasn't
his
amazed
shit,
either. Yeah.
but you got to listen to his shit and then compare the two, because then you can really see like, oh, she did her shit on her. Like it wasn't like the best verse,
To be
but she was
honest,
kind of
I'm
doing
not gonna
something.
like listen to that any of it ever again.
I feel that.
Like
I
I
feel
heard the
that.
Brandy shit and I'm just like, I'm cool. I don't need to hear Brandy diss. Like I don't need to hear Jack Harlow's verse or what he
Mm-mm.
did on the song. He already got the success. It don't matter if I listen to it or not. Like
True.
it's
That
yours.
shit on Billboard right
That's
now.
y'all. Like y'all got that. That's not me. Like if you want Jack Harlow, you got Jack Harlow. That's for y'all. It's not for me. And
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
there
yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with saying that's for y'all. And like if you don't like a song or you just don't like an artist, there's plenty of artists that you can listen to. Like you don't have to listen to them.
This is
Like
very
it's
true.
not any slight to them or like disrespecting what they do or musically. It's just I don't want to hear you.
Well, somebody do, because he's number
Like
2 on the Billboard Hot 100 right now.
yeah, it's like I'm not saying I wouldn't like Carlos and 85 South Show. It's like yeah, I'll do an interview with you. Like I'll talk to you, but
Yeah.
I would have to do my research and look into the shit though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like I'm a super fan of you either. Like I'm not gonna sit there and lie like, oh, I've been listening to all your records since way
Right.
back, like since you were in fucking the suburbs. Like
Yeah, nah.
I'm not doing all that, but
So like, why do we embrace white artists in the hip hop community? I mean, first off, is it a problem to embrace white artists? Like, I feel like it's not a problem if they good.
remember like that recently is a TikTok of a white girl singing some hip hop song.
Yeah, it was like Lil Baby.
Yeah, oh okay, yeah, it was Lil Baby. And she was just doing all the lyrics and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's like she's invited to the cookout. Stop
Yeah.
inviting these people to the cookout because they do the
Thank
most
you.
basic shit.
Thank you for
Just
saying
because
that.
you know a rap song?
Like that's bare minimum. That don't mean they
Yeah.
fuck with us. That mean they like that song. That just means that they have listened to that song many times. That don't mean they give a fuck about the black community at all.
Nothing at all. They don't care. Like really, it's all for TikTok view. That's the reason why TikTok, when you go on there and the all top influencers are white people talking about black culture. Like
Yeah.
and the black people do it too, but it's just not. They're not getting the millions like the their
Mm-hmm.
white counterparts. It's
The
like stop.
algorithm.
That's why they do it. Like it's not because of you. It's just because of them. They just know what they can do from you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very true. Now, did you hear about what Lil Uzi said about Jack Harlow?
I don't care what Lil Uzi says.
I mean, I thought it was just kind of interesting because he said that Jack Harlow does not benefit from white privilege because he's signed to black people, which doesn't make any
That's why I
sense at
said I
all.
don't care what Lil Uzi says. Because
Exactly.
like that doesn't make any sense at all.
It don't.
Like, bro, like go pop a pill or something. Like, shut up, like talking about topics. Like I'm just like just talk about like your car, your money, you fucking
Mm-hmm.
bitches. Like stick to what you know. Stop talking about things that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if he knew something, then I would listen to him, but he don't know shit.
man, Lil Uzi fucking retarded. Like it's just like I'm not listening to a nigga who says ooh like for like advice on anything. Like
Yeah.
like I don't care. Like I like your music and all, but it's just I'm not
I think
taking any advice from you. You're not an advice person. You put diamonds in your fucking forehead.
yeah.
You got tattoos like all over your whole body. It's just like your whole demeanor, like that we've seen, is just like you're a child, and like normally you're
Mm-hmm.
very like focused with the kids and like what the kids want and entertaining the kids. I can't wait till you get older and maybe till he have a kid of his own, and then maybe his music and stuff mature. But at this point, it's just like I'm not taking your advice when it comes to topics that actually matter.
But to me, I just feel like it's interesting to hear it, to hear what he has to say, and kind of like analyze it, because I feel like it's just interesting because it's like this comes from somebody that has probably been around so many people, and he just still just don't. He just lost.
Shout out to JT.
JT, they still fucking with each other.
I don't know.
I don't know,
Just
but
shout
still
out
shout out to
JT.
her. Yeah, still shout out to her.
I fuck with her.
Yeah, for sure. It's just interesting to look at it and be like, damn, like this is what some people mindset is when they just tuned out, or like this, they just don't have the information, they just don't have the knowledge. And I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same way as him. A lot of people will probably say the same exact thing. So it's just
Oh, I mean,
like
of course, people have similar opinions. I mean, that's
yeah. So
natural.
it's just like, I just
Of
think it's
course.
interesting. That's why I thought it was interesting, because it's like, damn, he sound like he just don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Um,
similar to like ASAP Rocky talking about, oh, I don't like speaking on black issues or topics or something like that. Nothing to do
mhm.
with me. It's just, it's the same idea.
And it's like, y'all the niggas with the platform and y'all doing this shit, man. Like Lil Wayne, what did Lil Wayne say? Like he was like, I don't care about Black Lives Matter or some shit
Yeah.
like
It's like,
that.
you don't, you're so far removed in your lifestyle. Like it's changed. You're not around the same people anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
you really lose that aspect of like connecting with your community. Once you get
Right.
to a certain point or certain money, if that's what you want, like if you don't want to be a part of it, like you feel like you're just above it,
Mm-hmm.
then that's just what it is. But now that your case and everything is going on, and you were shooting at people, allegedly,
Allegedly.
don't start coming back in the black community and be like asking niggas to free ASAP.
Nah.
Like keep the same energy, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were just saying, like all that shit don't matter, blah blah blah. It's like if you did the crime, go do the time. I don't care if you just had a kid with Rihanna or whatever. If you shooting at people, that's what it does. That's the law. You're the same as anybody else.
That is
And
true.
all these people that's coming out, like your own team, talking about all these articles that be coming out, be like Bari or maybe some other person on the ASAP Rocky team that's snitching and saying that
Mm-hmm.
he did. It's like we need to get these people off the street.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
if they're willing to go that far to fucking just shoot off of something that was dumb. It wasn't even like the whole altercation that like I read about only
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, but it seemed like it was dumb. Like it was no need for you to start shooting if that's what he did allegedly. Like it could have been something that could have been resolved in a scrap or just like a quick fight. Like you didn't need to go pop off your gun. Like
I mean, the way I see it is like, if you're not threatening my life or my family's life, then there's really no need to bust your gun.
shoot the ones. Like just go fight. Like and like get it over with. Like walk away. Both people walk away. Like if you get beat up, just keep it moving.
You can't expect no nigga that called himself the pretty motherfucker to fight. He not fighting.
Yeah, I saw when he got worked and like the whole ASAP crew got beat up.
What? That happened?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You didn't see
Damn.
that shit?
Mm-mm.
Man.
That must
Man,
have been some years ago.
yeah, you gotta watch that shit.
No, I believe it. I believe it. I don't even gotta. Between him, Ian Connor, Playboy Cardi, I don't know. Some
I
of
don't
them.
even want to get into that fight because it's just like I don't want to talk about it, but
Yeah.
like put all they bits because that's not what it's about. Like I fuck with ASAP Rocky, but
Yeah. He
wrong
make good
is
music.
wrong, right is right. Like this has nothing to do with music at this point. What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like if I
for
rather
sure.
I like your music or not, like I love your music, but if we're talking about crime, If you did the crime, right is right, wrong is wrong. I mean, it's not about that at that point. Like that's not what we're talking about. And I feel like the discrepancy has to be made. It's like I'm not hating on these artists. It's just if a crime was committed, you gotta pay for it. Like,
If you
why
do the
are you so
crime, you
confused?
gotta
I
do
don't
the
know why
time.
niggas so confused by that like narrative.
I don't know. Like people go to jail every day for crimes they commit, but if you're a celebrity, you expect it to be treated in a certain type of way. Like you always say that like people should be held accountable regardless of who the fuck you is, because we all people.
Exactly.
At the end of the day,
it's like there's been plenty of like people who do crimes and stuff like that, and I don't like that, like the narrative that celebrities just get off easy for the same stuff that people could be in jail for 5 to 10 years for.
I mean, money talks.
Yeah, it's just like I hate that shit.
Yeah,
If you
agree.
do the crime, and you should get the same time as anybody who's walking the streets.
For sure.
Like that's why I don't like the aspect of how judges are. Like the whole concept of they can decide how much time you get, whether it's this many years, this much time, or like it should be just straight across the board. Like if you do this, this is what happens. Of course, there should be a lighter and a lighter method and a higher method, but like it shouldn't be too much discrepancy. Like you know what's gonna happen. Like if you do it.
Yeah.
Like,
there's definitely a double standard there.
Yeah, it's just like that's my problem when it comes to like a black person going to court and a white person going to court. A black person can do something that's way less to the standard, and a white person do the most. Like, okay, like in the terms of like, all right, so drunk driving or something. A white person can have their ABV like out sky high, like blowing the shit way above the roof. And a black person can have this shit just like kind of low compared to this, like 4 or 5 times lower. But they'll still get the same amount of time, the same criminal aspects. It's just like, make it make sense.
It don't.
Like, it
don't
could be
make
the
sense.
most successful black person, like, who's doing a regular career, doing well for themselves, and the lowest of the white person, and they'll still get the same thing. Like, I've seen it happen.
Many times. Like, it's evidence behind this shit. So it's like, we not talking bullshit.
That shit happened to me. Like, I'm not talking bullshit at all. Like, it happened to me for sure.
Yeah. So it's like, the shit that he's saying is not no bullshit. Like, this is something that he actually, you know what I mean? Like, so when people don't believe it, like people in 2022 still don't believe that this shit happens. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because it's like, we keep telling you, but y'all don't listen. But
like, let's kind of think with, I don't know. We'll go on to our discussion and shit like that. But the Brittany Griner shit, it's like, why do people feel like people in Russia, the cops, planted a vape on Brittany Griner? She had the vape.
You think so?
If you was gonna plant something on somebody, why a vape?
I mean, it packs a punch. 5 years, 5 to 10 years, or whatever they said. Like, it makes sense. They're trying to put her away.
I just think they've been smarter about it. They wouldn't have chose the vape. Like if you was gonna do all that, like that wouldn't have been the item of choice.
I feel like that would be, because that's a common thing that we do over here. Like, a lot of people vape.
Like so a THC like vape.
Oh, was it THC? Oh, was it? I think it was like hemp or some shit like that. Hemp. Yeah.
So it's like a wax kind of like pen thing.
Oh,
she had.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
She
was just trying to get lifted.
Yeah, just a little pen. I mean, here that's not a big deal. Like, it was like, okay. Like, but in Russia, it's like, that's not the law, bitch. Like, it's 10 years plus. If you have that in there, they don't want it there.
Crazy.
But because you're a celebrity, it's like people just be like, oh, free you, boo-hoo. No.
I mean, it's still freer. Because I know that shit probably hell over there. But
it's hell here. It's hell in any jail. That's why
what I'm saying.
Young Thug was like, it's like a fucking dungeon in there. For anybody who's made that much money and has to go sit in there and eat, like, be like everyone else. I can imagine you feel so dumb that you like even did it, because it's like it wasn't something that like was a big deal. It wasn't anything that you had to do in that circumstance, because like you're already who you are. You've made your money. You've came up.
You
But
didn't even have to do the crime.
exactly, like you didn't have to do that. But now that you did and you got caught in it, it's not free you. Like you did the crime. Like it's time to pay up to society.
That's it.
Like go hit them rocks in Russia.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna still say free Brittany Griner just because I feel like that's some bullshit. Like you said, over here it wouldn't be no big deal, but over there, yeah, the laws are the laws. But like, come on now, what we doing? But let's close this conversation out. So Jack Harlow, I feel like BET is fucked up for this because Lil Nas X should have been nominated for at least something. Like, at least for Industry Baby. Industry Baby was bigger
I
than
haven't really
anything.
heard any much Lil Nas X this year, but
But I'm saying like it was from last year, 2021.
yeah.
Industry Baby was a huge song. Like that's not up for debate. Like that was bigger than anything Jack Harlow did solo. So it's like why did they nominate him and not Lil Nas X? It just don't make sense. It could be the
I
like
think
the
it more or less is
LGBTQ thing.
I think it's more or less the optic of it. Of it brings a different audience to watching the show.
That
The
is true.
BET Awards, having Jack Harlow, a white male artist, on there who white kids love.
They do.
I think that's just bringing. I think that's more of a business move, and I think that's what a lot of these award shows are about, is to get as much viewers as possible and viewership, because that's what matters.
For sure.
So that I think that's the reason why they said, "Oh, Jack Harlow." And to be honest, Lil Nas X stock it's diminishing from his original record, and it continues to diminish.
No,
Over
but
the
he had
years.
a huge song. He had a huge song last year. That's not up for debate. I heard Industry Baby when I did not want to hear it many times.
But it's not as big as his country song.
It's not because that was like one of the biggest songs of all time. Though. Like that's
It pretty
hard
much
to
was. It
follow.
was the biggest song of all time.
Yeah, so like that's hard to follow, but he still followed it up with a hit that was a hit, and I heard everywhere.
Not nowhere
Like
near his biggest one.
no, it's not, but it's still a big hit. It's bigger than anything Jack Harlow did last year,
I
for
mean,
sure.
for
Like
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like both people could have gotten nominated. Like that's fine. Like nominate both of them, but
Yeah, that's why
just
them
to leave
labels
him
working
out.
hard to keep that shit in the top 10 records. They
Yeah,
working hard for that shit.
yeah. I mean, I just don't. I don't fuck with how they left them out like that. Like to leave out the black person for a white person that didn't do as well as the black person last year.
I mean, you can't say
It's
Jack
fucked up.
Harlow didn't do okay. I mean,
You can't name a song from last year that Jack Harlow was on,
I
other
don't
than
listen to
Industry
Jack
Baby,
Harlow. I don't know.
huh?
I don't listen to Jack Harlow.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't say that he was doing better than Lil
Actually,
Nas
I gotta
X.
see who else was nominated,
Yeah, that's a good question.
because like it's hard for me to be like, oh, maybe he shouldn't have been there, because it's like who's the company amongst them, and who do you think should have been on that list?
Yeah. So let me take a look and see if
I'm
I
sure
can
Lil
see real
Baby's on
quick.
there somewhere. If anything, he gonna win.
Yeah, I feel like Lil Baby could definitely win. Best male hip hop artist, we have Drake, Future, J. Cole, Jack Harlow, Kanye, Kendrick, and Lil Baby. Even though Kendrick didn't drop shit last year, but okay.
He's on the
Except for
list.
like Family Ties. Yeah, he on there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing the list right now.
Let me see if that's the only thing. Oh, I see Quinta Brunson is nominated. That's what's up. I hope she wins something too, because Abbott Elementary is just impeccable. Let me see if Jack Harlow is nominated anywhere else. Nope, that was it. Just best male hip hop artist. And I'm not saying
in
that.
this list of names,
Mhm.
if Jack Harlow won, I'd be very shocked. To be honest,
He won't.
like the fact that Jack Harlow's amongst these names is kind of crazy to me.
It is, and I'm not saying Lil Nas X should have been on there.
Yo, these are like their name is very powerful. But these are very powerful black men.
For
Like
sure.
Drake, Future, J. Cole, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Baby, and then you throw Jack Harlow in the mix.
It don't make no sense. Kanye, like, come on.
Bro, like if anything, he should have been a new artist of like 2022. Like maybe he's gonna be in that like for the Grammys or something.
For sure.
Like for the best new artist or something like that. But the picture name almost the best male hip hop group.
Yeah.
I don't even know why Drake's there.
CLB. I mean, some people like CLB. Somebody did.
Oh my god, that's crazy. What album did J. Cole drop this year or last year?
Off season.
That was 2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best new artist, we have Baby Keem,
Yeah,
Benny
Kendrick
the
Lamar
Butcher.
shouldn't have been on that list. Like he just dropped this shit. Like I don't know why he's on this list.
I mean, Family Ties with Keem came out last year.
But this is
So
best male hip hop artist. Like you should have dropped the album for you to be on this list.
best new artist, we have Baby Keem, Benny, Lotto, Money Long, Tim's, and Young Blue. I could definitely see Jack Harlow being on the best new artist. Like these are
Yeah,
people that are not up yet. Like they
exactly.
up.
That this should be on this list. Like I would expect him like on this list with Blue, Baby King, Benny the Butcher, Lotto.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't see why he's on the best hip hop art. Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
It don't make no fucking sense. Like it could have been. I don't know who else it could have been. I can't really think right now. Like who else it would have
Like,
been? Maybe
Benny the Butcher's a better rapper than Jack Harlow.
that's not up for debate. Like that's anybody that disagrees with that. I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Like I can already like just looking at this list, I feel like I already know what this is about to do. I don't even know why Cardi B's on the best female hip hop artist list. She hasn't dropped shit in like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't even think she dropped a
I
single
don't
last year.
exactly. I don't even know why the fuck she's on this list. It
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense at all. I feel like Doja Cat's about to sweep, and how she's been doing.
She
Doja Cat's
might.
been
She might.
sweeping up these awards back to back to back.
I mean, she up though.
Best
Doja Cat
female
is up.
R&B hip hop artist, that's about to go to Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, for sure.
Best male R&B, that shit might go to Giveon or Lucky Day.
I don't think Lucky Day getting that. It'll probably go to The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. He ain't The Weeknd.
Yeah, he on there. Best male R&B pop.
Nah. It's gonna go to Lucky Day or like Giveon or something like that.
People don't fuck with Lucky Day as much as you think they do. Like he dope. He probably one of the dopest on here, but
Nah, he just won a Grammy.
oh, did he?
Yeah, for urban contemporary album.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, shout out Lucky Day.
Best group. I can see this maybe going
Silk Sonic.
if they do for the RIP respect, it might go to Young Dolph and Key Glock.
I doubt it.
But,
I doubt it. That would be dope though. Like this.
I mean,
one
I
here.
would want City Girls to win though.
Why? What they do last year?
Man, JT been moving. She been working. Like she been doing good out here. I'm proud of her. And best collaboration.
You don't know shit JT did last year.
She working out here. I appreciate her. Best collaboration.
Yeah. See, this is where Industry Baby should have been right here. Like out of all these songs, like I could see, like over this whole lot of money, I could see Industry Baby over that. Probably over every. I was about to say maybe Every Chance I Get, I could see it over that. But all these other ones is heavy hitters, like for sure. But Industry Baby,
these are the pretty good songs. I ain't gonna lie. Like I did like A Whole Lot of Money would be like I did fuck with that track.
I never
Way
heard
Too
it.
Sexy track.
Mid.
The video was dope.
It was, but it was mid though.
Family Ties.
5.
I think mid. Kiss Me More.
Hit.
Anything with SZA, like it's a hit, baby.
Yeah, pretty much. No, that shit was a hit. It's still a hit.
Best female hip hop artist, Doja's gonna like sweep that one. Best male hip hop artist. It gotta be Future or Kanye. Maybe even Lil Baby. Future, Kanye, Lil Baby.
Yeah, I'm thinking Future, Kanye, and Lil Baby. They probably not gonna give it to Drake.
Video of the year.
That
They got Ari Lennox. Oh man, full pressure.
Yeah, that video was hard. Was hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
But it's like video wise, it's like who got put the most money. And
Yeah, pretty much. But that Chloe video that had Mercy, oh my god.
yeah, look at that shit actually.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure that
definitely check that out.
I'm sure that might have been fire.
Yeah, it was. Trust me.
Like, I already know.
But all this other shit, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Let's move on. I think BET fucked up just by putting them on there. That's the long and the short of it. So let's move on to our next segment,
I
which we
don't think.
always do on here.
Yeah, for sure.
What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say something, but I think you're already on the same page.
Say it. Go ahead and just let it out.
All right, it's the love and the hate game. So we're gonna go ahead and choose what we love and what we hate, and we're gonna choose the singles, or normally we choose albums like in the past. But we want to try to break it down because it's hard to like describe an album because there's so many tracks, and it's easy to not to like one, especially in this day of age and music, and like really any age. It's like you listen to albums, it's not only the classics. Really, every track is fire. So I feel like that's more or less why we move into the singles.
Most definitely. So I guess I'll start us off with Roasted by Currency, Trademark the Skydiver, and Young Roddy. How did you feel about that one? Did you love or hate it?
All right, this is a throwback for sure. This is from Pilot Talk. Spitta Andretti, Currency. Man, this one of those tracks off that album that like I still play to this day. And I love Pilot Talk. It's a classic. He even had like
The first one?
Pilot Talk 1, 2, 3, and 4 for y'all listeners. Like just go and check out the whole series, and if you like that real like smoke and lyrical bars along with it, it's like Currency's one of them artists.
2 is my favorite. Pilot Talk 2 is like a classic to me.
Yeah, Pilot Talk 2 is really fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I like I like them all. I mean I can't really think of all of them. Like I know certain tracks that I like from each one, but I can't remember every track from each album. Because I mean,
But in terms of
Currency's been around since the fucking 90s.
yeah, he was with I think he was with 504 Boys. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
But I think he was with 504 Boys who had that song You Ain't Gotta Say Too Much. Like that song.
yeah, he was with the Hot Boys.
No, he wasn't with the Hot Boys. He was with the 504 Boys.
Then the Hot
Hot
Boys
was just
is Tank. Oh, not Tank, but Lil
Turk.
Wayne, Turk. That was all them, right?
No, he wasn't. He was with 504 Boys. If I'm not mistaken, he was. Which was in the 90s as well. But yeah, Currency been around for a long time. Been tied in with Lil Wayne for, like decades. But how do you feel about Roasted though?
I fuck with the track.
Do you love it
I
or
love
hate?
it.
Love. Okay. I feel that. I don't remember that one. That was on one.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Hot Boys was Turk, Juvenile, BG, and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
This was on Pilot Talk 1.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorites for sure. If I was to rank it, Pilot Talk 1 would be one of the top ones for me. So for the track that I got, I'm gonna say Redbone by Childish Gambino.
Redbone by Childish Gambino. I think I really can't say I hate this song. I love it. Like if I listen to that album, it's not my favorite song on there. I like Riot from that album. I think it's like another one I like more than Redbone, but Redbone is just a classic. Like, yeah, it sounds like some shit that they did, that Funkadelics might have did back in the 70s. Parliament might have did, but it sounds good. So I got it. I mean, I feel like nobody hates this song. Like you can't really hate it. It sounds great.
Yeah, this is a good record.
Yeah, like so I gotta say love on that one. So with that being said, I'll go into my next one. So how do you feel about Cora Sings by Sanfa? Love or hate?
Man, I can't wait for Sanford to drop a whole project. He hasn't dropped a project in years.
It's been a minute.
I've been waiting. I mean, his latest track that he just dropped, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan, but who knows if that's going to be on an album or not. It was called Backwards. That
Okay.
single just dropped in like April, I think. But yeah, I mean, he dropped the album Process in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and here it is 2022. So I'm expecting something pretty big. And if it took you this long, I'm just kind of interested in his story of why it took this long, and like what's been going on in the life of Sampha since then. Was it like label issues, or was it just like lack of creativity, or like
Um,
why you couldn't drop? Like I'm just very confused, like why it took him this long to drop something else after so much success and critically acclaimed album as Process was.
I mean, he could just be on the Kendrick system, just not inspired, like you said. Like, it could be. It could be that.
Yeah, but to
Um,
take 5 years, I mean, the thing was he actually was on the album, um, the Kendrick
yep.
Lamar album, Mr. Rural and the Big Steppers. And
Indeed, he
I
was.
thought I thought he sounded good, and it made me even more excited to be like, where the fuck is this dude been this whole time?
Yeah.
Where Kendrick Lamar find him?
That's a great question, but I feel like Kendrick can find anybody though.
Right.
But so love or hate for Cora sings.
I love that song, and just the
Okay.
way like the melody and the voices and how like the pitches just constantly change, and that song is literally a masterpiece to me. It's one of my favorite songs for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm not the biggest Sampha fan. Like I've tried, but I'm not really the biggest. Maybe I try to check this one out and
His
see if it
voice
changed
is
my mind.
like in the record is just like it's next level.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead with your next one.
The next one I'm gonna put out there into the atmosphere. Make sure the listeners like go ahead and check out these tracks and make sure you tell us if we're tripping or not.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you love or hate these songs, let us know. And this record that I'm gonna choose right here is "Skin Tight" by Raven Lene, featuring Steve Lacy.
Love, automatic love. Like I keep playing this song over and over. Like something about it is just I don't know if it's the chords or like what it is, but I cannot get enough of this song right now. That's definitely one of the ones that I have on repeat right now. Check out the whole album. I listened to the whole album. Damn, I can't remember the name of it. But the album was by Raven Lene.
Hypnos.
Yeah, Hypnos. Yeah. I liked the album was pretty cool, but I think this was the song that I really fuck with. Like I said, keep playing it on repeat. I love it. Um, love the guitar on it, the bass, like everything. Everything is good about the song to me. So that's gonna be a love. And with that being said,
Yeah, I've yet to hear this track yet. This whole album. I've
yeah.
only heard the track with Steve Lacy really because I'm a big fan of Steve Lacy.
Yeah.
So that's the only track I heard on this album so far. But I'm definitely excited to listen to this. But some of those albums you just wanna with so many other albums out, I just still trying to like let that shit process in my mind
Mm-hmm.
before I move on. Right now
Nah, I feel that.
I'm still dissecting this Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, and we just released that episode, part one. So make sure you guys go and check that out. Part two's coming.
Mm-hmm. Very
It's probably
soon.
gonna be out before you hear this. So just go and check out
Yeah.
that album review. We talk about a lot about family, discussions, fathers that weren't
Mm-hmm.
there, relationships. Like so, make sure you go and check that shit out. There's a lot to be discussed with that Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. Might have a part two on that one.
Yeah. We might have a part 3 and 4 to
Part
be
three,
honest.
yeah, four for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into my last one. I have Calvin Boy, who is an artist from Ghana, and his song or his single "Down Flat." Do you love or hate that one?
I'm gonna say hate. Um, I really like the vibe of the song. I like the beat. It's very popular amongst the Caribbean type of music. Like it's they kind of use the same kind of cadence in a sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
A little bit.
I like the sound. I like the cadence for sure. I just don't like the words. It's
Okay.
it's just not. I don't know. It's just the words just seem like they just kind of throwing them in there piece by piece instead of just like it flowing. Just I don't know. Maybe I just
Mm-hmm.
don't like him saying it. I don't know what it is about the track, but yeah, I mean, like you turn this shit on. I'm on an island. I'm drinking and shit. Like for sure, I'm like it's dope. Like I might dance a little
Yeah.
bit, like have a little drink, whatever.
Yeah. Definitely a feel good
It
record for sure.
it's a feel good record, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of feel good Caribbean records that sound like this. So this wouldn't be the
Yeah.
one I would choose.
Well, it's real. It's real. It's more Afro beats or like Afro pop, to be honest, because he from Ghana. So like,
Yeah, and they all go for this vibe. Like this is like literally the key out of that like poverty. Like when one of them artists like pick a beat like this, like they already know what it's about to
hmm
do
for sure.
because it just sounds the same.
It's like subtle differences between, and there's multiple different types of music from Africa and from the Caribbean. Like it's subtle differences, but it all come with that same type of feel. Like it's like a certain drum beat sometimes. But yeah, I was fucking with this record. I just heard it yesterday. Just like you said, it just feel good. It's just like something if I heard it at the party, like I'm going up for sure.
Yeah, it's like I could hear this record without him talking, and I would fuck with it.
Oh, for sure. Just
So it's
that
just
beat.
yeah, it's just the beat that's just like I didn't need him on it.
hmm I hear that.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the next track, and this is my last one. Yo no soy celoso. I think that's how you
hmm
say it. My Spanish is not the best, so please help me. Gracias. So this is by Bad Bunny.
Yeah, my first time hearing this was today. I really liked it. I will definitely be listening again. It has like a bossa nova type feel to it. Like if y'all know what that is, like a bossa nova type of beat. And if you hear the song, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I guess the song is kind of about like him having another girl and his girl got another dude. But like he talking about like I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. Like he keep trying to convince himself he's not jealous about it. Um, but like subject matter, alone, I think this is a good record. I say I love it. I will be listening again. And I definitely want to check out that whole album that he just dropped too, because like that's something that I feel like I haven't tapped into yet. Like the Spanish type records, or like I don't know if he's Mexican or not.
We'll just go with Hispanic heritage.
Yeah, definitely. But he dope. He's super dope. I mean, he big. He big with the Hispanic people. So like I gotta definitely check that out and get tapped in with that.
Yeah, I just
So
recently
shout
heard
out.
that record as well, and when I immediately heard, I don't know what the hell he's saying, but I know he talking that shit, and like the
Yeah.
beat and just the way it sounded, like what I mean with the vibe is just like it just all flowed. I was like, man, this shit is fire. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to know what he was saying. It's like I I can imagine what he's saying, like
Yeah.
like. But yeah, just similar with that last record, just the vibe. Like it's similar. It's a similar sound. It's just it's your own little bop to it. Just like I just felt like the last dude was a little off with the
Mm-hmm.
words
Mm-hmm.
and the way he sung it or really rapped it or whatever.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
way that Bad Bunny did this track, it was just like I didn't need to know your language. Like this record was, it sounded good.
I don't know why it reminded me of Post Malone so much though. I don't know what it was about it, but like his voice just reminds me of Post Malone.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, Posted just
and
came out
also,
with an album,
yep, he did.
12
Yep.
Karat Two Fake. But
Oh,
I
he
haven't I
did. Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
heard anything yet. Maybe we'll talk about that in the future.
Yeah.
It just came out, so
Yeah. And correction, Bad Bunny is actually Puerto Rican. So yeah, shout out to Puerto Rico.
yeah. After I listen to
But
that Raven Lene, I'll tune into that Post Malone.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But
All right, let's
man,
go
that's
ahead and go to
been.
our highlights.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Go ahead.
So this story recently broke, not too long ago. LeBron James became a billionaire. Black excellence and success to you, brother. I
Mm-hmm.
really love when I hear stories like this because it's not many of us, and this just gives me motivation. It feeds my soul. It makes me want to
Mm-hmm.
work harder, and knowing that it is possible. So appreciate you, LeBron James, and congratulations on becoming a billionaire. I know you're doing a lot with the schools. You're doing a lot with the community. You're trying to help out and just move things forward in a positive light. Like you always seem to be pushing out positivity, and it's easy to push out negativity when you get up to that level. But I'm glad you still push out positivity. You're still repping for hip hop and the culture of Black people, even though you garner so much success, because that doesn't happen a lot. So shout out to LeBron James, and love what you're doing.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, shout out LeBron, man. Getting to the money. We all knew it would happen one day, but
Mm-hmm.
he's here now, and yeah, I'm sure he's gonna do some great things with the money he got for sure. So let me go ahead and highlight. And I think I highlighted something from her before, but this shit just dropped by India Shawn. She is an R&B singer. I can't remember where she's from, but she just released a single called Exchange. And man, I played it like at least 10 times in a row. Like this shit is just a beautiful record. Like her background sound great on this. Like she was probably singing background on this shit, just singing her heart out. So shout out to India Shawn. That's India SHAWN. Her new record Exchange. So go check that out. And she got other shit that's from the past that's super dope too. So I know she worked with the internet before, like years ago. Or not the internet. It was another one of them Odd Future groups. Like with Matt Martians and somebody else. But she worked with so many people. She worked with Anderson .Paak before, um, James Fauntleroy. So check out India Shawn's Exchange
Yeah,
whenever y'all get a chance, and let us know what y'all think about it.
for sure. And make sure I want to make this known. Shout out to JT. And this is the Friends Podcast. We appreciate you guys for listening, old and new. Make sure you check us out on all streaming services. We're on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. So go ahead and tune in, tell a
Mm-hmm.
friend, and peace out.